Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that brain.
Yo, Beezy, run that back. Run that back. Run that back. Soundtrack clear. Is it clear? All right. Is it ready for somebody to need to respond? Somebody need to respond? Huh? Like need to respond? Okay, take the those type things they be doing in the doctor's office or the hospital, wherever it is at. Just clear it. Clear it. I think somebody's too shook. I think the cause of... Hold on. La la la, sound like Siri with a filter on. Yeah, this Josiah lie in the booth. Baby, turn that reverb off. Larry singing through the mist like he lost in the fun. I heard his last track, bro. That's podcast dog. Got the auto-tune louder than the bars themselves. Sound like T-Pain tripping on a Windows 12. I'm boom bap boom, cut volume in the veins. You mumble through your runs like you reading from a plane. You call that melody, that's microwave soul. Heat it up quick, still cold in the bowl. I'm analog Chris, need drop like vengeance. Your digital glitch, auto pitch repentance. You talk hooks, I fish shorts out of pity. Auto tune your ad libs just to sing off key silly. Boy, your miss sound drunk like you fell in some gin. I heard a hard nose cry, trying to tune themselves in. It's that boom bap clap with the snare got mobiles. Your reverb so whack, it should come with snorkels. I'm the reason your streams got purpose again. Every diss I drop feel like verses of sin. You sing I'm him with a crack, no struggle. Boy, sound like Siri fell asleep in the bubble. I'm the anti-auto-tune activist on Pro Tools. Keep it raw like vinyl crackle, that's old roots. Your harmonies off, I call it minor regret. Even Beezy said, bro, he ain't mastered yet. You're flexing false hell, bro. That ain't rage, that's panic. I'm Ghostface with cadence. You're karaoke manic. Your flow factory made, pre-mixed and blend. I'm chefing off, feel you reheating the brand. My punchline slap like snare drums mid-fight. You sing through conflict, bro. Pick a mic or mic light. You need pitch correction, I need crowd reaction. Two diff lanes, mine legend, yours caption. Your bars need CPR, mind breathing, analog. Your tone need life of Lord, somebody call God. You call it sing rap, I call it can't decide. Pick a lane, Larry, before I remix your pride. I'm from where prodigy spit, no filters, just flames. Your SoundCloud crying, trying to spell your name. You the TikTok flip, I'm the underground replay. You trend for a minute, I quote for a decade. When I drop, fans chant like a stadium crowd. When you drop, folks type like it's kinda loud. I ain't hating, I'm helping this lyrical intervention. Auto-tune anonymous, bro, your first admission. I'm here to poke the bear, so war back, my guy. Just tune it down first, or the notes might die. I'm boom bap baptized, no plug-in required. This just friendly fire, till you sing inspired. Bars. Hello, people. Oh, it's your boy Josiah Willis in the building. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this SmackDown recap. I had to just give you guys a little appetizer. You know what I'm saying? Get you guys a little. You know, get you in the field, you know what I'm saying? Get your energies up. Because we've already talked about Friday Night SmackDown. Monday Night Raw's going to come on later tonight. But let me go right here and get this out the way very, very quick. So bear with me for a second. Where was we live at? Where was we live at for SmackDown this week? Oh my gosh. Hold on. I believe it was October 24th, 2025. And yes, we are going to be reading our Bleacher Report from my guy, Chris Mueller. By the way, October 24th happens to be the day of my grandfather's birthday. It's also the date of Drake's birthday. So happy birthday. Happy belated birthday to Drake. I already said that. Hey, I already said happy birthday to my grandfather. So there's that. I'm not going to redo this. If I stutter, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get that out the way and knock it right out the park and get it squared and done. And yeah, we'll have it uploaded. Anyways, let me look this up. SmackDown. Where was they live at? Bear with me. Where was they at? Geez, why doesn't it give me the date? It would usually give me the date very quickly here. Oh boy. Okay. Where were they at? Shout out to WWE for even putting their stuff onto their WWE.com. That's cool and all, but where were they at? Okay, hold on. I should have been got this away. My bad. How many minutes we in? Okay, we're still in 2 minutes. Okay, cool. No problem. I'm tripping. Yes, Tempe, Arizona, at the Mullet Arena. Alrighty, that's right. Because Cody said it in his promo. Speaking of Cody Rhodes kicked off Friday Night SmackDown. So we're gonna read from my guy Chris Mueller. By the way, I have fully watched the show. I'm not just reading this article because I have not watched the show. I've actually watched the show. I just need to get a refresher, and then I will break down how I feel about it. So bear with me. Okay. So again, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, whoa, kicked off the show. All right. SmackDown opened with the usual recap of last week and showing arrivals at the arena before we went to the ring for a promo from the American Nightmare. By the way, he talked with Jimmy Uso, and somebody put out like a meme basically of like how Roman can talk to Jey Uso, give him advice, and how Cody gives Jimmy Uso advice. But that was pretty interesting. We'll probably come back around that, so be prepared. He spoke for about a minute before McIntyre interrupted him from the crowd with a mic. He questioned the crowd for cheering Rhodes and called the accomplices in Cody's crimes. Okay. I'm going to give you guys my theory as to who I think did this, by the way. McIntyre said he needs to finish his story. And by the way, what we're talking about here is last week on Friday Night SmackDown, Jacob Fatu got attacked by Randy Orton. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. I think it's Randy Orton. We don't know for sure who actually attacked Fatu. I'm sorry, I came out the wrong way. But yes, that's who I believe. That's who I believe attacked him. I believe Randy Orton attacked Jacob Fatu just so he can get close to Cody Rhodes' world title. And Drew McIntyre might be his next victim. We'll have to see. Anyways, McIntyre said he needs to finish his story next weekend at Saturday Night's main event. He denied being the one to attack Jacob Fatu last week and implied it might have been Jimmy Uso. Rhodes tried to goad McIntyre into a fight, but before he could get to the ring, Jimmy showed up and attacked him for accusing him of attacking Fatu. As the chaos was settling, Solo Sikoa and the MFTs came to the ring for the first match. This was similar to the interaction Drew and Cody had last week in a lot of ways. Adding Jimmy to the mix helped, but not much. They did a good job getting the crowd pumped for the show. They did. I mean, Jimmy and Drew were being each other's behinds to the point where the crowd was like, let's go. Let them fight. You know, the usual. So, yeah. Cody made reference to Dustin Rhodes, but didn't outright mention him. That's true. You could see Drew watching Cody backstage from far away. Yeah. Very interesting how they keep doing that. Moving on, the first match of the night was the MFTs taking on Rey Fenix and Shinsuke Nakamura. Ah! I can't do it better than Ray Boogs, but shout out to Ray Boogs. Anyways, Tonga and Nakamura started this tag team match for their teams. They traded strikes and had a nice back and forth exchange before both men tagged out to JC Mateo and Rey Fenix. The babyfaces had the upper hand as the show went to a break, but during the picture-in-picture portion, The MFTs took control and isolated Phoenix. The Luchador began making a comeback when we returned, but the tide didn't shift until the King of Strong Style got the tag and started unloading on Mateo with kicks. The pace picked up in the second half and made this a much more exciting bout, but it felt like it took them too long to make this feel competitive. Slight critique, but okay. They were just going through the motions until after the break, but once they started picking up steam, this turned into a fun encounter. Sokoa distracted the ref while Tala Tonga chokeslammed Phoenix on the apron, allowed Tama to hit a running elbow, which by the way I think Michael Cole called it the cutthroat. I like it. Elbow for the win. And 1, 2, 3. They beat the Ray Phoenix and Shinsuke Nakamura. Michael Cole mentioned United Empire, which is very surprising. Very surprising because, in case you guys don't know, so United Empire was a wrestling stable back in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Jeff Cobb, who, by the way, that's wow, can I say words? Here, let me drink some water. I'm gonna drink some water right quick. Give me a second. Ugh. Okay. Whew. United Empire was a stable back in New Japan Pro Wrestling. The leader of that group was Will Ospreay, who is now in AEW, alongside with Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis. JC, Jeff Cobb, as we know here, has gone over to WWE after breaking up. So they all went their separate paths, and I just thought that was very interesting that he brought that up, because I thought about that too. I was like, United Empire, oh wow, he talked about that group. That's crazy. Great group, by the way, you guys. It's much hard to tell Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa apart, and than it used to be because Tama put on some muscle during his hiatus. I guess you can say that. Not to me, but okay, I get that. Sokoa sitting in a chair at ringside instead of being more animated and vocal like he usually is was surprising. Yeah, I know. I don't know why WWE wanted him to tone that down, like where he was like shrugging his shoulders and doing a, you know what I'm saying, doing that laugh that he be doing. Like, I think that's great and is getting him over. I think the reason why they're probably getting away from it just a little bit is because it will get so over to where fans will probably start liking Sokoa instead of booing him. So they don't want him to be cheerful right now, especially when he's trying to go as a heel. You want him to be taken serious. So it makes sense. The face paint really makes the MFT stand out. It's a good look. It makes them memorable. What kind of advice are they giving me with those face paint? I'm trying to remember. But it definitely reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on the face paint. It's giving me some vibes from previous wrestlers, but I can't put my finger on it. It's definitely not Sting, but yeah, I definitely know what face paint looks very similar to something that I've seen before. But anyways, and by the way, they do look fire with it, and I love the whole YSS feud with them as well. Keep going. Next, we got Kiana James taking on Tiffany Stratton. You know what I'm saying? I think we also saw a segment with Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, and Alexa Bliss. Charlotte and Alexa are going to defend the tag belts against Bayley and Lyra on Raw. Can't wait to see that here in a minute because Raw will be going, so I'm trying to get this out very quick. So bear with me, you guys. All right, again. Sorry for repetition. I don't mean to keep repeating myself. But anyways, the second match of the night was Tiffany Stratton taking on Kiana James. As we know, Kiana James has been some manager type to Julia. Julia, by the way, I'm liking what they're doing with her. I do think there needs to be something interesting to be done with Julia, but I like that they're keeping her in the mix of the title picture for the women's division as well. It's showing that the WWE do got, like, they want her to move up. You know what I'm saying? They are very high on her push, and I ain't mad at that. So, anyways, the second match of the night saw James take on Tiffy in a non-title singles bout. Julia's representative was talking a lot of trash before they locked up and Stratton put her in a wrist lock. The champion maintained control with some arm drags while Julia cheered James on from ringside. James missed a moonsault from the apron, put a distraction on. Wait a minute, what? James missed a moonsault from the apron, put a distraction from Julia, and helped her. Oh, but wow, wow. Slow down. But a distraction from Julia. I'm sorry, you guys. But a distraction from Julia helped her drive Stratton into the barricade. James had the upper hand throughout the break, but Tiffy began to build some momentum when we returned. She scored the win with a swanton, followed by the prettiest moonsault ever. I mean, it is. I ain't gonna, come on. You can't deny it. The best thing about this match was that it reminded fans that James is actually a good performer who has had very few chances to really show it on the main roster. I agree. Both women put in a good effort, but this match was as predictable as it gets. But I mean, yeah, but at the same exact time, Keon James just got on the main roster. Like, if Julia had gotten involved with the match and caused Tiffany the match where Keon was beating her, then yeah, that would make sense. And WWE would be doing something completely different, like retesting another story or the was, but with Tiffany, as if to say like she hasn't been able to win since her crown jewel match against Stephanie Valkyrie. But at the same exact time, I mean, it's to be expected. She's the top champion, top babyface right now in the women's division. So, and oh yeah, we gonna get to this. We gonna get to what happened afterward. So, anyways, however, the post-match angle was surprising. Julia attacked the champion, but Jade Cargill came out to make the save. As they were celebrating, Cargill ended up attacking Stratton, turning heel for the first time in her WWE run. It took several security guards to stop Jade, but the damage was done. All right, so we're going to get to that in a minute, but hold on right quick. Chelsea Green was trying to join forces with Julia and James backstage, but she was rebuffed. Nikki Cross was seen but not heard. WWE likes playing those little small but very subtle Easter eggs. There were several ads for Braun Strowman's foot show, which aired its premiere at the SmackDown. He seems genuinely excited for this project. That's not bad. James doesn't need her glasses to wrestle, so it feels like she's wearing them just to remind us she is supposed to be smart. I mean, wrestlers typically do wear glasses, but if it's for a character, I mean, I ain't mad at it. James recovered from the Miz moonsault nicely. Got you. Okay. So yes, this is what I want to talk about. I love that we're talking about this because I have had my takes on this. And shout out to my boy BZ, even though I don't like the B&L connection, but shout out to BZ. I'm gonna give BZ some credit over here. You know what I'm saying? Because BZ's right. BZ is right. My guy BZ sent me in a group chat. Hold on, right quick, you guys. He sent me in a group chat. Or did he send me in a group chat? Yes, he said this Jade Cargill heel turn is finna be epic. I mean, yeah. I know. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I am not surprised. In case you have not been following Jade Cargill before WWE, you have never had known that she was in AEW first before they put her onto WWE's programming. So, when Jade was in AEW, she was a heel. The whole time throughout, a bad guy. She was a heel. And for me, I love what she did as a heel, as Jade Cargill, and her catchphrases and how she operated. Jade has been known to play mean very well. And when you look at her, listen, I don't say this to be disrespectful. Jade Cargill is in my opinion, very attractive woman. Like gorgeous. Like, very beautiful black woman. I have to say right now. I don't care what nobody else say. She is fine. With that said, she got that look that says I'm mean and you don't want to bother me. And I'm going to kick your behind if you cross me the wrong way. And I love that. I absolutely love this whole heel turn. So what ended up happening was this. Jay comes out. She beats down Julia, beats down Kiana, punches her. And then she's celebrating with Tiffany in the ring. And everyone's like, yeah, Tiffany time. And Jay is like, okay, yeah, all right, this is awesome. Yeah, we're having a good old time. Like, bam! and she goes out nowhere and clotheslines her like crazy. And it's to the point where I go, my heart is jumping for joy. And here's why. Because this is the right direction for WWE to go. Listen, Jay as a babyface to me wasn't that bad. And I've always been saying this for the longest time. I said the moment she turns heel, she's going to cook. I just didn't know when. I didn't know where. I didn't know why. I didn't know how. No, sorry. I didn't know how, and I didn't know why. Oh, I'm messing up my... Whatever. I didn't know why. I know why. I know how. I didn't know where, and I didn't know when. That's the truth. With that said, this is the right direction for the WWE to go in. She's going to kill it. She is going to kill it. If you guys thought, because here's what my thinking was going to be. Because at first I thought, oh, is Jay going to go heel? Because earlier this year, if you guys remember, around Elimination Chamber, she came back. And this is right at that time when she was going through that whodunit storyline of who attacked Jay last year. I think it was like last September or something. And people had multiple culprits. Some people said maybe it's Charlotte, maybe it is Bianca, maybe it's Naomi, Nia, Judgment Day, Liv and Raquel. People had all these suspects. And so when she comes back, you're like, oh, she's going to get at Liv Morgan. And they swerved us completely. And she beat the living breaks off of Naomi. Shout out to Naomi, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait for the baby to be born. It's going to be awesome. But around that time, Naomi was getting dog-walked by Jay, bro. Jay completely dog-walked her. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. And it was to the point where I was going, the crowd were loving it, and I loved it too. But I didn't know for sure if WWE was going babyface, heel with Jay. Now they have made it perfectly clear. Oh, she's a heel. Oh, she's a heel. And part of the reason why it's also the right decision too is because Tiffany is the babyface. She is this uber babyface that people love to get behind. The crowd clearly showed last Friday on SmackDown that they're not for Jay. They're not with Jay, at least not for the time being. And Jay's not getting as over as the WWE would have thought as a babyface. So for them to pivot into this direction is great because now Tiffany Stratton, as the full-on babyface, the full-on focus hero here, now has Jay Cargill to contend with, and we are going to be met with a feud and a rivalry that I believe is going to take the women's division to a whole nother level. And I can't wait to see what they got cooking, what Jay Cargill is going to be about. If I'm WWE, I might want to tweak some things from Jay, change some things up for Jay, and yeah, they're going to cook. Hunter's cooking right now with long-term storytelling, and so whatever is the reason for why she's doing what she's doing, which by the way, we know the reason to a degree because they talk about it on SmackDown. She wants to take, not wait, not be given back, not this and that third, but I feel like there's more reason to it. So, can't wait for that to be expanded come next week on SmackDown, or this week on SmackDown. So, yeah. Anyways, that is my part 1 recap of Raw. We will come right back. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, we are back. The next thing we had was Ilya Dragunov, who just came back last Friday on SmackDown, who defeated Sami Zayn for the WWE United States Championship, is now carrying on the tradition from John Cena with the Open Challenge. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm a fan of Open Challenge matches because you never know who's going to come and wrestle, who's going to come and challenge for a belt, and it's giving the U.S. title some prestige. The U.S. title has desperately, and I mean this sincerely, desperately needed some prestige. Because right about now it's been kind of like it's been treated like a forgettable title, and I don't like that. So Sami Zayn, cool. So Sami Zayn for what he did, and now we are with Ilya. Anyways, Ilya found Zayn backstage and thanked him for the opportunity last week. Zayn told him to be careful because the open challenges can be unpredictable. Very true. The new champion came to the ring and gave a promo about his recovery over the past year before issuing an open challenge. By the way, Ilya, for a guy who is Russian and you can tell it has a really strong, thick accent, his English over here was really good. And he really conveyed the babyface type of energy in his promo. It felt very fiery, felt very authentic, and I loved it. I loved how uncut it felt. So, yeah, by the way, kudos to him and WWE for just implementing that promo right before he did his challenge. So, speaking of challenges, Aleister Black came out alongside his wife, Zelina Vega, which, by the way, thank you, WWE, for putting them together, to accompany him for the first time in his whole career on the main roster. This was the first time these two have had a singles match, and they wasted no time getting right to the good stuff. Oh, yeah. They then tried to ease into it with a lockup and some holds. They started throwing punches, chops, and kicks right away. Vega took the champion down for Hurricane Rana, while Black distracted the ref, allowing the Dutch Destroyer to take control as the show went to a break. By the way, great match. The match lasted through 2 breaks. By the way, you guys, I'm kind of sleep deprived. What am I saying? I'm somewhat sleep deprived to a degree. And I've been working 2 jobs back to back. I've been on my feet. So if I am talking as if I can barely say these words right now and I'm stuttering and speech impediments, whatever, like I said, I'm sorry. I don't want to keep saying I'm sorry because it is what it is. We're human. Anyways, the match lasted through 2 breaks, so they had plenty of time to work. Black and Dragunov are obviously both talented performers, and WWE may have found a great feud by pairing them together. I agree, yeah. In just 2 matches, Dragunov has quickly established himself as one of the most exciting people to watch on SmackDown. Oh yeah, agreed. And with Black as a dance partner, they ended up stealing the show. Yep. Vega was caught tripping Dragunov and was ejected from ringside. That was when Priest came out looking for some revenge. The stretching allowed the champ to hit Torpedo Moscow for the win. By the way, love that move. Priest took out his frustrations on Black after the match, but Vega saved her husband and they escaped through the crowd. And showing the effects of the fiery eyeball that happened with him. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. The replay of Cargill stumping Stratton's knee looked so much more brutal because it was a better angle off the attack. I agree. I forgot about mentioning that. I love that. People were saying like it was legit. No, they did a great job making it look legit. And I love Tiffany's selling of it with her screaming and yelling. That is what a babyface is supposed to go through. I keep stressing that. I keep stressing that over and over and over again. A babyface needs to struggle. They need to struggle in order for them to overcome the obstacle. Think of it like this. When David fought Goliath, it had to be a struggle. I don't think it was easy. I don't think David necessarily took him off right away, but I think the moment he's able to find the weak point and find what Goliath may have struggled with, he capitalized and hit that stone right across that man's forehead, and then you know what else happened after that. So, you need to overcome an obstacle. You need to overcome that hurdle, that roadblock, to get to the next level. Period. It's too bad WWE released, oh my gosh, yep, I know. It's too bad WWE released Scarlett and Karrion Kross. They could have had an awesome, this is true. They could have had an awesome feud with Vega and Black. I agree. No comment on that. If you want to see my comments on that, go back in our previous episodes of the WWE Talks and you will see our feelings over that. So, I ain't doing it. Dragunov sold Vegas Hurricane Rana perfectly. The sequence of kicks right after the break was awesome. Yeah, I agree. And then last but not least, drum roll please. Our main event. Jimmy Uso, one half of the famous tag team, one of the greatest, if not the greatest tag team in WWE history, the Usos took on the Scottish Warrior, Psychopath, Drew McIntyre. It was a no disqualification match, by the way. Nick Off had, officiated it. And so, yeah, here we go. Jimmy met Drew in the aisle and the fight started early, but the Scottish Warrior got the upper hand as soon as they got to the ring. It didn't take long for the fight to spill back out of the ring and into the crowd. We returned from the break to see McIntyre controlling the pace until Uso sent him out of the ring with a kick to the head. Jimmy had some help from a fan running across the barricade, but he ended up jumping right into a belly-to-belly suplex. This was a hard-fought match with some good spots. Uso and McIntyre are both veterans at this point, so it wasn't surprising to see them put on a good show for the crowd. As it looked like Big Jim was about to win. By the way, I got to hit his theme song right quick. Hold on. It was me, rep a pat, bam, the home. I was born a king, rep a pat, boom, 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 boom. They put me, they talking family first. I put that on the bass. I put that in the bass. Put that in the bass. I was born a king, rep a pat, boom, 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 boom. They talking, I keep messing up. They talking family first. I put that in the pass. Put that in the pass. Hey, put that in the pass. Okay. Anyways, I love that theme song. That theme song is hard. Anyways, as it looked like he was gonna win, Claymore hit his face. 1, 2, 3. McIntyre got the victory, and as he should. McIntyre's entrance jacket was cool, but the gauntlets were a bit much. I don't care. Ever since the Slim Jim partnership, WWE has been finding a lot of excuses for people to use tables. Yeah. I'm in agreement. I'm sorry. I'm in agreement. I get it. They do milk that whole partnership way too much. Like the Slim Jim is like on the tables. Every Slim Jim brand logo is on a freaking announce table or not even an announce table. Brown table the WWE be using whenever they're doing a spot, for their matches, and they're utilizing a spot for their matches as far as the tail match. Now, granted, the fans love table spots, so that's, hey, I ain't mad at that. And then I love ladder spots. Me personally, I love ladder spots more so than tail spot. That's just my opinion, but I get it. The way McIntyre took the drop toe hold into the chair looked great. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. All right, so let me go right ahead and read the review. I don't usually do the reviews, but I might start doing it, going in from time to time. How much minutes are we in? Oh, we're good. We're doing great. Awesome. Okay, I ain't gonna be out here too long for you guys. Thank you, Jesus. Because Raw can be long. On paper, this week's SmackDown doesn't look like anything special. Sure. No title changed hands, and all the results were predictable. However, the matches were good, and we got some solid storyline developments, especially with Cargill's heel turn finally allowing her to be the dominant force she should be. And she used to be, in case no one has watched AEW. Go back and watch how she operated as a heel in AEW. She was chef's kiss. She was gold. Was she the best heel in the whole world? No, I'm not sitting here saying none of that. But she was an effective heel, nonetheless. Right? However, all right there. The tag match was decent. James looked good in the ring with Tiffany. And Jimmy, can you stop saying Tiffany? Just say Tiffany, my God. And Jimmy and Drew put on a solid main event, but nothing came close to the fight between Black and Dragunov. Oh, I agree. The two former NXT standouts delivered what was easily the best WWE match of the week. I agree. If you missed this episode, try to make sure you at least see this bout. Yep. I agree. Best match of the whole entire night. Propelling stories are going forward. Yes, I like what they're doing. Let's look at the Saturday night's main event card and see if they finalize all the matches. Because if they have, we're going to go ahead and do our, how many minutes we got? Great, we are 10 minutes in. We're going to do our Saturday night's main event predictions. You know what I'm saying? Saturday night's main event predictions. And I'm going to stick to what I was saying towards BZ and Larry too about this. So, yeah. Where are we at? Where are we gonna be at? Oh wow, they're gonna be in Salt Lake City. Cool. Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay, accept. Move. I want to show me the thing. By the way, I think the WWE ESPN deal is stupid. Just so we're clear. It's stupid. Get rid of it. Hunter, I love you. It's stupid. Sorry. I had to say it. Anyways. Okay, so it's only been 3 matches. We got CM Punk taking on Jey Uso. We got Cody Rhodes taking on Drew McIntyre. And we got Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the vacant World Heavyweight title, the Undisputed WWE title, and the Women's title, respectively. All right. Okay. The matches aren't quite finalized yet, so I'm going to do you guys a solid and say right now, I'm not going to give you my full predictions, but just off me reading this for right now, I'm going to just give you some of my early predictions, and I might change on my full predictions later. So here we go. CM Punk versus Jey Uso, who I got. If I'm being honest, I would love Jey to win. Well, we'll see. I'm going to go with Punk. I might change my opinion after watching Raw, but I'm going to go with Punk. And call it being biased, I don't care. I'm going with Punk. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Drew should win. Listen, I love Cody. y'all have to understand. I am a Cody Rhodes fan myself. I'm not a Cody crybaby. Nope. But I am a Cody Rhodes fan myself. With that said, let's do something interesting. Spice it up some more. Have Drew win. Drew has been getting a lot of WWE title shots as of late, and I feel like he has not been winning them. And I don't see the purpose of having him go at the world title shot, and he keeps on losing. So let's do something different. Let's rebuild him some more and keep him as an equal. So I would like to have him beat Cody, and then Cody can regain it somewhere down the line later. So yeah, let's have Drew win. I'm gonna go with Drew, and I might change on that. We'll see. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Oh, easy. Jade. I'm with Jade to win it this time. Jade needs to win this time. And Jay winning it as a heel, listen, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Another thing I forgot to point out, too, Jay with the cut across her eyebrow with the red markers of her injury from like a few weeks ago. I love that. I love that the WWE kept that in to show like the split person. It was almost like they were showcasing a split of her character. I'm not gonna say split personality, but more of a split of her character, of her going towards the dark side, and for it to be red, and obviously there's blood still that needs to be trimmed up. But for her to show that was like very. It was like a switch that got turned on. For a while, it was turned off. She turned up. She turned on. She turned up, turned on, and now she's in full effect as a bad guy. And I'm with it. And like my boy BT said, I don't want to give him credit, but I'm going to give him credit anyway. This heel turn is going to be epic. All right, I love you guys. I'm going to be out here, get your hair with my stuttering behind and all. I'm tired. Forgive me. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Oh, am I missing something? Yes. Like, comment, subscribe, and share amongst your friends, amongst your family, people who like you, people who don't like you. I'm serious. We are out. This is WWE Talk. Shout out to Beezy for the content. Shout out to Beezy for the uploads. And shout out to everything that he does. Freaking a fourth wall here. I don't care. Sorry. Just keeping it real. Love you guys. We're out. Peace.
I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to. I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do I can't keep it low-key. Low-key. See, everything you do to me is crazy. Two to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill. But you ain't know when I load up, I act wild. Like draw four, my screen kicks like a bad child. It's time to relocate, but not the eastbound.